Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you so much for leading a marriage or family parenting small group. You know, it's essential that we have groups like this where families can connect, where marriages can grow and flourish. And so, thank you so much for doing that. We know God's going to do incredible things in people's lives this year because of the ministry through your small group. And I just wanted to touch on a couple of quick things. We started off our relationship restart series this past week, and it was a powerful message by Pastor Joe and Lori. And we know that messages like this create conversations, not only in small groups, but there's conversations in the car on the way home. There's conversations at home. Hopefully they're all positive and chewing on the word, but we know that when we get into these relationship series, that people really begin to process. And what I want to encourage you to do as a small group leader is, one, pray for those people in your group that those conversations will be seasoned with salt and the light of Christ. And maybe some of those conversations will carry over into your small group time, and that's okay. I want to encourage you to engage with this series, even if maybe you've got a set curriculum that you're using already in your small group. You know, allow it to, if it's stirring up in their hearts, allow it to breathe a little in your group time. Just ask people, hey, what did y'all think about that message? Or maybe if you can see it already spilling over, just let it breathe a little and bring the light of Christ into it. Keep it encouraging. Always try to keep those conversations encouraging in your small group time, especially when it's within the family dynamic. But I also want to encourage you as a small group leader to follow up with the people in your small group. Maybe you pick up on a little something. Maybe somebody is processing the message at home, and there needs to be an extra conversation. Feel at liberty to step in and say, hey, why don't we go to coffee? Why don't we meet up and let's talk a little bit about what's going on? And you know, if that relationship, the dynamic within that family or that marriage, it needs deeper conversation, I want you to know that we've got Christian life coaches here at Celebration that are ready to help take those conversations to that level, and they're going to bring biblical perspective for whatever that issue. So if it's parenting, if it's marriage, we want you to know that that is available here, that those coaches are ready to meet, and we want to encourage you to encourage those small group members to take that step should it be necessary. It's real easy to find that on our website. You can go to celebration.church/care. celebration.church/care, and that's where you can submit prayer requests, but you can also encourage those members to apply for Christian life coaching, and that might be a necessary step, but really to see God do that relationship restart in the homes through our small groups this spring. And also, I wanted to encourage you, and some of you have said, hey, we're already maxed out. We've got so many people coming to our group. We're running out of space. So what do you do with that growth? Well, there's a few different things you can do. If you're growing and you're running out of space, begin to talk with your group about other larger spaces. Maybe somebody has a larger home that they'd like to open up or bounce around from place to place. Maybe there's a community room in your neighborhood that you can meet with your group. That's a great way to fix that problem. We can also cap the group or take it off of the directory. So if you really can't take any new couples in or new families into your group, we can certainly do that. That might help a little bit. But I also want to do one of the best things to have you encourage others to start a group. Maybe you need to close your group and just keep the people that you have. We totally understand that. Take that and grow deeper with those people. But also feel empowered to give that person a little nudge that you know at church that's ready to start a group. They're perfectly capable of opening their home. So do that. Encourage them to start another group so that we can create more room for more marriage and family groups as well. And then multiply. Some of you are ready. You've been together for a while and you're like, man, we need to continue to invite people. And some of our couples want to invite other couples, but we just can't sustain the growth in this building. There's a process we can take to help multiply that group where you basically split, you stay connected, do some fun things throughout the year together. But splitting up and multiplying is not a bad way to go either. But whatever it is, do it prayerfully. Whatever steps you do, take them prayerfully, and just know that as we're creating room and as we're creating space for ministry to take place, people are going to grow and God's going to do a mighty work. So I just want to thank you again for leading a small group, for creating that space. And I pray that God blesses you and your group in the weeks to come through this Relationship Restart series. We'll see you guys this weekend. God bless.